Hey, it's Hunt. You found Hunt on Saints. We're talking black and gold football. Do us a favor. Hit the like button, share your comments below, and hit that subscription button so you can get all of our content. Enjoy. Some Saints conversation. Of course, rookie minicamp, OTAs gone on over the last 10 days down there in New Orleans, and Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis meeting with the media. I want to start with Mickey Loomis here because we talked a lot about the Saints and their kind of plan entering this offseason. It's kind of looked different than I can remember over the last 10, 12, 15 years, and for good reason. But Mickey Loomis kind of alluded to that when he was talking about their approach as they enter the 2024 season.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that was the mode we were in coming into the offseason, is that, look, we need to still recover from, some of the cap things that happened in the previous year. So I would say, yeah, that was probably the case.
And that's just never been the case. It's just been, hey, we'll figure it out. Just extend the contracts, shove some money in there as some roster bonuses, and we'll figure it out down the road. And that's not the approach they've taken this time around. So the question is, have y'all turned the corner here with your salary cap?
I don't know if turn the corner is the right word, but look, I think, we're making progress. We're getting back to feeling comfortable with our plan going forward. We're always looking 2-3 years out in front. And yeah, so I think we feel a little more comfortable.
And so one of the things they knew they had to address, salary cap or not, you got to figure out your tackles, because you've got Ryan Ramczyk that's in trouble. Trevor Penning's in a little bit of trouble here. We know this. We all understand the situation the Saints have been in with their tackles. So the first order of business in my mind was you got to get Andrews Pete on the phone and try to get him signed. We know now they did not make that happen, but Loomis said they did make an attempt.
Andrews is a good example. We made, attempts to get him re-signed, and he chose to go someplace else, which that's what free agency is about. And look, Andrews was a good pick for us and played for us for a long time. Excited for him. I know he's got a new chapter. He's probably excited about a new team, and wish him nothing but the best of luck.
So that's one they couldn't make happen. So I think they realized that writing was on the wall. And, okay, well, we need to figure something out here in the draft and make sure that we hit on a tackle. We now know that Tallies Fuaga was the pick there in the first round for New Orleans, and Mickey Loomis spoke to the importance of drafting a tackle with that first pick in the draft.
Whatever you pick in the first round is going to be important, whether you're, adding to a strength of your team or whether you're filling, a particular, hole. Look, I think it was coincidental that this year, the strength in the early part of the draft was offensive line and quarterback, obviously, and man, we had a need at the offensive line, and that strength, turned out to be a good thing for us.
Word today is that Tallies Fuaga is working with the left side of the offensive line at Saints OTAs, working at left tackle, and Trevor Penning working at right tackle. So that's a little bit of a different look. I wouldn't say it's shocking to see that. I think the conventional wisdom would be that Trevor Penning, who played left tackle in college, would be a left tackle, and Tallies Fuaga, who played right tackle in college, would be a right tackle. But we understand that Trevor Penning's 2 years into this thing, and we don't know if he can play anywhere on the outside or the inside of the offensive line. It's a matter of trying to find that fit. And Tallies Fuaga is a really talented dude. Maybe he can move over to the left side and play. It's something that they're going to give a look to here at the end of May, and you'd like to kind of have that in the back of your mind and then have it kind of crystallize for you in August before you full speed ahead with training camp and understand where guys need to play. So it's just a look that they're going to give here, and we'll see if that's where those two guys end up sticking. We're talking young players there that the Saints have drafted. Chase Young's still a pretty young player, but a guy the Saints have brought in on a one-year deal, and Mickey Loomis kind of gave his thoughts on the new Saints edge rusher.
I think this, when he came out, was it 3 years ago? Look, he was one of the best defensive prospects we'd seen in a while, and had a great first season. Then he's dealt with some injuries and some circumstances that are both within his control and out of his control. And to get a player that's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder and ready to prove something with his level of talent is exciting for us. And look, I'm excited because he's excited. He's excited to be here with this group, and he's been very enthusiastic. He's dove into the deep end of the pool with us. There's no toe in the water with him, and all that is really exciting.
One of the things about Chase Young, and we spoke about this when they made that signing, is that not only is he a supreme talent that's pretty young, he's also been productive when he's been healthy. Now, he goes out there and his body can't hold up. The neck doesn't allow him to practice well enough, and he can't get into shape, and then he may get hurt. And if that happens, that was the small risk involved with a 1-year contract. But the upside on that thing is so awesome because he's not way past his prime, and he's not a limited player in any way. You're talking about, he's limited here. He's not limited at all. There's no limit on Chase Young. Chase Young could be one of the best pass rushers in the NFL week to week. He's just got to stay healthy. And so I kind of like it from that perspective. Dennis Allen, Saints head coach, moving on from Mickey Loomis here, talked about what he's seen from Chase Young in his short time in New Orleans.
Look, things are going well right now. Look, I don't expect to see him out there on the practice field, working anytime soon. He's been able to participate in some of the walkthrough stuff that we've had. That'll be the mode that he's going to be in for, the majority of, this time of year, and then we'll see where we're at when training camp comes around.
And that's just a wait-and-see approach the Saints are going to have to take with Chase Young because you're dealing with an injury that can be really, really serious. You got to make sure you get that healed up. We're not talking about a broken finger here that you've got to figure out. Now, neck issues, got to get that right. So that's your update from Saints OTAs today. Hey, it's on. Thanks for watching Hunt on Saints. Before you leave, help us out a little bit. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button so you get all our content right here from Hunt on Saints. We'll see you next time.